This meditation garden is our sanctuary of relaxation, reduced stress, and improved quality of life.
The workout sessions begin with Maya saying a few things, maybe a corny joke or two, and then asking you how you feel, which helps to kind of set the general difficulty of the exercises.
How are you feeling today?
Just be serious when you see screens like this, because what you choose here can change the difficulty of the various exercises you're doing.
That's better than not too good, right? Make sure your equipment's ready. Let's warm up. 1 second. Let me find the rhythm. Here we go, single side kicks.
The interface of this game is relatively straightforward. The various exercise segments you're doing will scroll along the bottom. You have a workout timer counting down over in the corner, and you got a difficulty indicator as well. It's relatively straightforward. You can see what's coming up, whether you like those moves or not, and all that other fun stuff as well. The workout structure is usually some kind of warm-ups, then you go into some high-energy cardio moves that'll practically knock you out, and then afterwards you start moving into some of the strength and resistance training type stuff, with some cooldowns at the end, of course. As you progress through the various exercises that Maya has you do, she'll give you various pointers here and there about how to keep proper form. One of the biggest problems with this game is that it has no way of telling whether you're doing the exercises correctly or not. So in this case, it pretty much leaves the ball in your court. The only real consequence of not doing the exercises right is that you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. So be honest when she asks you how difficult the various sections of the workout are. It's worth noting, obviously, that you should check with your doctor before beginning this or any other exercise program. You want to wind up in shape, not in the hospital. Maya reminds me of a cross between some of the gym teachers I've had over the years when I was growing up and this tomboy girl that I dated when I was in high school. One minute, she'll be really, really sweet and supportive and try to motivate you. Then the next minute, she'll get really, really stern and strict and try to push you to work harder. All of this, of course, helps with your goal of overall fitness.
Let's do the grapevine.
One of the fun things about exercising this way is that you can do it in the privacy of your own home. So if you're a couch potato lardass with the agility of a pregnant moose, hey, nobody needs to know a thing. And you don't have to embarrass yourself by trying to do this in front of other people. Also, if you want to yell at the screen while you flail around aimlessly trying to do these exercises, you can. I mean, there are times when Maya's like, push it, push it, push it. And I'm like, yeah, right, lady, I'm already gasping for air. Can't exactly do that in an aerobics club, I don't think. This game's ability to also take user feedback and adjust the difficulty of the exercises accordingly is another huge plus as well. So that way, it's not like with an aerobics DVD where you've got basically a rigid level of difficulty, and you pretty much have to be as in shape as whoever's conducting the exercises in order to keep up in the first place. This game gives me the vibe of those old 80s aerobics shows that I used to see on TV at the crack of dawn. For like all the soccer moms after they sent the kids off to school and anybody else who wanted to exercise first thing in the morning. I remember there was Mousercise on the Disney Channel, and there were various other exercise shows on it really, really early in the morning on various cable channels at the time. And this game kind of gives me flashbacks to that. If you can't figure out how to do a move, you can always use your Wiimote to hit the tutorial button, and Maya will give you a detailed walkthrough on how to do the move. You can just click return afterwards to return to the exercise routine. One of the things I don't like about this game is its use of the Wiimote, or should I say, lack thereof. You pretty much point and click your way through everything around here. I haven't yet found any way to use the D-pad on menus or anything of that sort, which may not sound annoying to some people, but you really have to try using a Wiimote to know what I'm talking about. If you see videos of the Wii in action, it may look like you're moving a mouse pointer around, but it's actually a lot more difficult. With a mouse, you don't have to worry about gravity. You just move something around on a surface and a pointer moves. With the Wiimote, it's more like a presentation mouse or a gyro mouse that can be used in the air. You have to rotate your wrist around and you have to hold it steady and stuff like that, and gravity is a factor there. So it's often a lot harder to use the Wiimote as a pointer device than a mouse.
Do 8 reps.
After you've had the wind knocked out of you by the warm-ups and high-intensity cardio moves, there will often be some kind of transitionary move like plies or something as you move into the next part of your workout. I imagine moves like this can be augmented by hand weights if you have any to add resistance, though I haven't tried that yet.
Let's take a second
The exercises you use in between rest breaks are usually going to be a certain number of reps, and they'll be based on whatever you're focusing on for the day. They range from things like push-ups and sit-ups to crunches to all kinds of various stretches if you're trying to improve flexibility.
We're gonna do 8 reps and get ready to move on.
If you checked off that you had additional exercise equipment available at the start of the workout, moves involving those various pieces of equipment will usually be mixed in with the moves that don't. One of the complaints about this game is that sometimes it really feels random as to how the computer shuffles the various moves that you do with the various equipment that you have available. You'll be able to see when to reach for your equipment because there'll be a little icon at the start of the various moves box in the corner on the interface.
Stay strong.
As you progress through the workout, Maya will periodically ask you how you're doing as far as keeping up and keeping proper form while doing the exercises is concerned.
Hey, how did that last segment feel to you?
When she does this, it's important to be honest, as what you choose here will affect the difficulty of those various types of exercises in future workouts.
Your workouts should be challenging but not impossible. I'll adjust the difficulty of future segments like this one so you're able to keep proper form. Now let's get back to business. Wait a sec while I find it.
The moves during the main part of the workout can vary quite a bit, but an easy way to know what you're supposed to do is to watch Maya's cues during the rest periods. When she stands up, you stand up. When she sits down, you sit down. And when she kneels, well, you get the idea. Speaking of moving all over the place, this game is most definitely a living room game. You want to make sure you have lots of space to move from side to side, forward, backward, and all the various other ways you'll have to move while doing these exercises in order to not crash into things. This includes vertically, too. Make sure you're not punching the ceiling if you do a jumping jack or something like that. This game requires a ton of empty space in order to do these moves correctly. I realize just about every Wii game out there has a warning when you first start the game to make sure you've got plenty of space so you don't hit people or objects with the Wiimote, but with this game, it applies all that much more when you're running around like a maniac trying to get exercise.
Work smart.
One other issue I've noticed with this game is that certain moves are a bit harder than they need to be because Maya doesn't call out cadence or go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's stuff like that, like in various aerobics videos and DVDs. And she also doesn't tell you when to change sides when you're doing certain moves that have to be done with one leg or one arm and the other leg or the other arm. So you might have a little bit of difficulty on some of the moves that require you to get into weird positions where you may not be able to comfortably keep looking at the TV. I really wish they would have put something in there where she calls out 1, 2, 1, 2 or something like that, or change sides, or first you're left, now you're right. So you would know how fast you're supposed to be going and when you're supposed to change sides when doing those kinds of exercises. So a little bit of a disadvantage compared to, say, an aerobics DVD or something along those lines. When you finally reach the end of your workout, you usually go into some really easy cool-down stretches. Some of them are really easy, the rest are relaxing. It's just a way to not go from full throttle to a dead stop. My gym teachers in high school used to tell me we did that stuff so that we wouldn't cramp up or something like that. And of course, the last move will usually be some really relaxing cool-down stretch like this little neck stretch side-to-side thing she's doing right here. And you finish off with a nice little counter that shows you how many calories you burned. And that's it. Believe it or not, you're done. Usually when I finish workouts on this game, I get this feeling like, wow, that's it? Is that really it? Am I really done? Was I really getting knocked out not too long ago? And of course, Maya will say something nice on the menu screen, and if you've unlocked some stuff, she'll usually tell you when you get back here.
Be here again on Monday for your next workout. Great job today.
This game reminds me of my old radio show that I used to do back in college. It would feel like a chore to get out to the station and start broadcasting, but once I got there and I really got into it, by the time the night was over, I was like, that's it? Am I really done? As far as results go, after just a few days of play in this game, I've already felt a noticeable increase in my energy level, which has helped me out a bit at work, actually, and I'm looking forward to whatever positive results I can get from this game, because any exercise is better than nothing.
Sweep your arms up and
As I
exhale
mentioned
as you
earlier,
hinge
this
forward
game
at your
also
hips
has
into
the
forward
option of
fold.
doing yoga sessions in addition to
Inhale,
regular
lift your
workouts.
chest
I
and
haven't yet
extend
tried
into
this
monkey.
feature yet because I have no clue whatsoever about yoga, having never done it before,
Exhale and
and
drop
so
your
I don't
chest
have
towards
any
your thighs
idea
and
what these
forward
various
fold.
positions and whatnots are, and how to do all the stretches. I'm probably gonna have to watch a couple of these workouts before trying one myself.
Exhale
It would
as you
also help
step
if I
your feet
actually had
back
some
into
real
down dog.
flexibility. Who knows?
your back
Maybe some
flat
of these
and
workouts
extend
I've been
through your
doing in this
tailbone.
game might be able to help in that
Inhale into
department.
plank.
Then I'll eventually be able to do some yoga
exhale
sessions
as
to
you drop
relax and
forward
do
and
some other
down
stuff
into
as well.
crocodile.
It should be noted that
Inhale
Maya
as you
does
press
talk
up to
about
cobra.
breathing in this game when you're doing the yoga and whatnot, which I heard was a problem with Wii Fit,
Hold
where the
and
breathing
lengthen through your
techniques were kind of
spine.
underemphasized.
Press back
So
to
I'm
plank.
not too familiar with yoga, so I'll have to let people that do yoga on a regular basis chime in on how
And
well
exhale
this
into
game
down dog.
executes its yoga option. And at some point, maybe I'll actually give this a try. But for the time being, I think I'll stick with the regular workouts.
Inhale into
That's what I
plank.
need more. I need
And
more
exhale as
fitness
you
and all that
drop
other
forward
stuff
and down
rather than
into
this
crocodile.
relaxation stuff like that.
Inhale as you
Anyways,
press
let's
up to
move along
cobra.
here.
Hold and lengthen through your